Hi, and welcome to something new, or well, newish, new to me. It looks like it was released around August last year, I think I saw, but I only came across it today. And it's a thing called the Riese Project Prelude. So it looks like it's a VR experience that's very much based around puzzles and is also leaning very heavily on being photorealistic and using Unreal Engine 5 and all that kind of stuff. I have played one Unreal Engine 5 VR game once before. It was Zombies versus Cowboys or something. I can't even remember what the actual name was. It was something like that, and it was terrible. It was so bad. Was that the name? I can't remember. If I've recalled the incorrect name of a game, I do apologise. Anyway, I started this up. I do seem to have a hand. I haven't actually started the game yet. It's just some games you start them and you're in. That's it. And it's all underway and everything. And I wanted to get recording first. I have an okay PC. The reviews I've read of this have suggested it's not that forgiving. There is a graphics mode thing here. So there is potato mode and there is normal mode. I'm going to try normal mode and see how it goes. Sight height. What am I? I think I'm about 1.7. I don't know. I do most things metric, but I only know my height imperial. So let's... There, okay. The prologue is just the beginning of our shared adventure. Your support through purchasing the game is a sign of trust for our small studio as we work on the full version of the Riese project. We also aim to improve and expand the prologue. So yes, I bought this. This was it's actually on sale today, which is I think how I stumbled across it. It was on sale for about £7. I think it retailed for about £10. From what I can gather, there's like 2 or 3 hours worth of gameplay, maybe. Unusually for me, it's a puzzle game, and I really don't like puzzle games. I especially don't like VR puzzle games. I've tried a couple, never really get on with them that well. But the fact that this looked like a really interesting VR experience, I felt that, yeah, I'll grab it, especially for the price. Your feedback is the foundation that allows us to elevate the gameplay to increasingly higher levels. Now fasten your seatbelts and join us in the incredible journey full of mysteries, surprising discoveries and unforgettable experiences. Let's start. I have a horrible feeling that I may end up having to restart this or something if the... Let's let it load. Very loud music. Very loud music. Very, very loud music. Okay, I was trying to see if I could pull up a menu or something. Okay, why do I want to play Pong? It suddenly made me play Pong. So, from what I can gather, there are mini games in this. Okay, that was interesting. Right, well, I've got to say, there's a bit of stutter, but it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, we've got snap turning, which I don't like. Interaction, grabbing. Is there a menu button where I can turn on what we got over here? A bit hard to read. Touching the hovering arrow on their objects allows you to interact with them in a special way. These interactions can be, among others, Anya's commentary, visual aid, or even an additional element of the game. Entering or taking a seat. You can interact with an object which is preceded by entering it or taking a proper position in front of it. In the case of a car, taking a position in front of the vehicle's cockpit. Oh, I see. I think I can't. Listen to a speech. Okay, right. I feel like I need to actually take a moment to just actually appreciate how good this actually does look. This looks really good. One of the reviews I saw suggested it was like very much a walking simulator, which I'm actually okay with. Oh wow, those mushrooms look really cool. Start. What's that? No, that didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. Nothing's doing anything. Okay, pressing that crouches. I want to turn off snap turn. So if I push up that right, that does teleport. Okay, so far so good. Whoops. Click. Pop-up menu or crouch. That just does crouch. I'm not getting a pop-up menu. That's reserved. That's really unfortunate. I don't like that it's snap turn. I feel like... So it's telling me cell phone, flashlight, and all that kind of stuff, but I don't have them. Maybe I need the backpack. End game, audio, game settings. Continuous movement speed, quick rotator, off. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to rotate that. Just close that a second. Okay. I feel like that's a bit slow. This is an interesting way of doing things. Oh, that's the fastest. Backpack distance, 1.4 meters. What does that mean? Continuous movement speed. Okay, let's try going. So imagine. Oh yeah, that feels a bit. It's more like walking speed. Okay, start new game. Graphics settings. Oh, I can change the graphics settings in here. Will it change on the fly? So that's potato mode, which actually isn't too bad. Do you know, that actually looks pretty damn good anyway. So it looks like the main difference between potato mode and normal mode is the lighting. Graphics settings, I wanted that. Normal. We'll see how that goes. Because it's audio settings, music. Yes, we can turn the music down a bit. Because it just felt like it was a little bit on the loud side. In game, subtitles, body settings, load game. Okay. Standing. Yeah, I think I'm about 1.7. Hey Siri, what's 6'10" in meters?
6.83 feet is 2.08 meters.
Let me try that again. Hey Siri, what's... I said, cancel. I said 6'10". I'm not 6'10".
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Let's try that again. Hey Siri, what's 5'10" in meters? She's not listening now. Hey Siri.
1.83 feet is 1.78 meters.
Okay, 1.78. That's close enough. 1. Yeah, it's about 1.8. Let's call it. Let's split a difference. Let's say 1.75. Don't know why I said 6'10". I'm nowhere near 6'10". I'm like 5'10". Well, I'm sort of 5'10 and a half ish, and shrinking because I'm getting older. Right. Okay. Enough of that nonsense aside. What am I doing? New game. New game. Where's new game? Right there. Start a new game. Can we just actually talk about how that backpack looked amazing, actually? So it looks like a game of Pong is the loading screen, which is interesting. That's new. So I don't know how long why would you start a VR experience by making you float like this? That's not great. Okay, that wasn't a great choice.
I feel like every day spent here made me age a decade. I look terrible.
It's probably because your mirror's no good. Okay, I can turn... Ah, there we go. I can turn it off. So you can interact with... okay. You can interact with most stuff. I was after the toothbrush. So there's definitely collisions. It's not obvious what you're going to grab. There's no remote grab. I do feel there's a little bit of lag. There's a little bit of stutter. Is there anything I can do to pull up a menu? That crouches. Okay. Ah, that pulls up the menu. So it's the left stick press to pull up the menu. So let's go to potato mode for now. And I want to continue. How do I continue? Oh, probably just, there we go. Oh, my hands are glitched. Oh, that's not good. So it definitely is less stuttery. Definitely a lot less stuttery. But yeah, the lighting's abysmal. My hand is glitched. Oh, it's not letting me... Oh, well, that's a problem. I can't actually select anything anymore. That's it. The game's died already.
Okay, what do we have here?
So you can probably see it, but my hand is just stuck there and it's not tracking anymore. And so I can't actually choose anything from the menu. Well, that's not a great start. There's nothing I can do. I think I'm going to have to restart the game. Because, like you can see, it's definitely, like I'm doing the trigger and the grip and stuff like that, and that's all working. I'm just trying to see if you can see my hand, yeah, on the screen. That's not great. I'm going to have to kill the game, because I can't even select from the menu now. That backpack looks amazing though. I'm actually really impressed at just how good that looks, even in the potato mode. Okay, I will be back in a moment. And I'm back. So there was no way out. I actually had to Alt F4 the game, actually kill the game. So I've come back in. I've put it back on normal video quality again. Yeah, I'm on normal. It's not amazing, but it's also not unplayable. So I'm kind of going to stick with it. Oh, it's not turning. The snap turning, oh, it's because I'm near there we go. Right, if you're too close to the rucksack, you turn the rucksack. Why would I even want to turn the rucksack? That makes no sense. I mean, I suppose you can admire it, and it is actually, it's so cool. It's actually amazing how good it is. But there's like this weird effect. There's kind of slight strobing effect as I move my hand around. Anyway, do I want to start game, or do I want to load? Have I got a... Okay, I haven't got a saved game, so I'm going to start a new game, because, yeah. So, I had to Alt F for it, and there was no way out. It looks like using the... Well, not using the backpack in the game, but maybe changing the graphics made it glitch out a bit. So I'm just going to stick with it as it is. So apparently one of the big selling points, Apparently one of the big selling points with this game is that some of these Some, maybe all,
I
actually.
feel like every day spent here made me age a decade. I look terrible.
Some or all of these locations are actually real locations that have been photo scanned and stuff like that. So yeah, as I move around, there's a slight ghosting and a jittery. So my machine is probably not running this at its best.
Just in case.
Nothing happened. Okay, they're not separate. Light's not working? Oh yeah, that light there is working. Right, I can't walk through walls, so that's a thing. That's a good thing. Ooh. Why are there toothbrushes in the bin? Also, why is that bin so huge? That's very big for a pedal bin.
I have the same ringtone for everyone, and I still know that it's my mother. Who else could it be but my wonderful mother? Hey.
Annie, I finally got through to you.
We talked yesterday.
But you know how I worry. I always worry so much about you. Darling, you know, with your...
Sisters, there was never a problem. I know. So are you calling about something specific or just to complain?
I wanted to wish you a happy birthday, love.
Oh, right. Thanks. I lost track of time.
Maybe you will come home today?
I hope not.
Why do you say that?
I'm not far, Mom.
Annie, I know that you and your grandfather were close.
What does that have to do with anything?
Everything, darling.
It's not my fault that you are all blind.
Darling, come home. Maybe we'll go to Mrs. Wundt's together.
Thank you for the birthday wishes. Please don't call me anymore.
Harsh. The phone offers us access to various applications and a flashlight app. And a flashlight. Is that a full stop in the end? Oh, it is. Apps available on it include camera, mini games, messages, notes, and music player. Okay, do I close that?
I don't know how I'll end you another 25 years with this woman.
Hey. Okay, so what we got? Contacts.
It's really
games.
stuffy in here. Congratulations, Annie. You managed to single-handedly reproduce the smell of a men's locker room. It's cool that this new deodorant is natural and friendly to the environment. Just a shame that it doesn't do anything. Time to open a window.
Oh. Oh wow, you can expand the phone. And there's a keyboard. Okay, that's kind of cool. Navigation. Alright, so there's the map, which I feel looks upside down. Okay, SMS, calls, camera. Can I take a picture?
How about getting a tattoo?
Oh, shush, I'm just... Right, opening a window. You told me to open a window. I should probably do what you told me to do, right?
This view can never get boring. My lungs are just beginning to taste this fine air like an expensive wine. It's only my head telling me that I am enjoying the smell of a little tree air freshener hanging in the middle of a morgue.
It's an interesting take on things. Notes. I forgot that I set an automatic recording of all calls out of this paranoia. I forgot that I set up automatic recording of all calls out of this paranoia. Ugh, this woman will never leave me in peace. She always comes up with new ways of haunting me. Oh well, this recording will come in handy. Whenever I get the crazy urge to visit her, I'll just listen to it and it will pass. What recording? What recording? Open.
Something calling me
So
behind
that's
like
augmented mode.
doors.
And now I can't get back out. How do I get back out? There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's augmented mode, which opens it wider. Gallery. So I've taken some photos, it seems. Don't know, that doesn't look like a photo. That does. Okay. Right, what are we doing? I realise I'm just aimlessly wandering around, but I'm actually just like enjoying the. Can I wave up? Apparently
That's
I can.
it, the perfect type of mediocrity I was looking for. Wow, so I'm pretending even to myself that I don't associate it with Grandpa.
I do appreciate the crouch. Definitely
There
appreciate.
is an energy in here that makes me feel like I've gone shopping without changing after a workout. Dozens of invisible eyes on me. Maybe it's stupid, but I feel like I should hide everything I found somewhere, just in case. I should hide the folder in a safe place. Only where?
Folder?
Everything in order.
Is it the folder?
I'll come back to that. Maybe later.
It's not letting me pick it up. I feel like. Oh, hang on. Grabbing the owl near objects allows you to interact with them in a special way. These interactions can be Right, okay. Have I seen an owl? Oh, there's an owl. Oh, and there's an owl.
Everything that I found. I can't just leave it here like this.
Okay. Right, so I can interact with it now.
This looks like an interesting hiding place. The files should fit, and no one ever looks in here.
Okay, so you want me to hide it in this camera. Oh, I see. Ha. Clever. Oh, got another owl. Oh! Ah, for goodness sake. Okay, that's interesting. Let's put that there. And close that up. Close. Close. There we go. That's not working very well. That's a terrible hiding place. Maybe I should do it the other way around. Like that way. Close enough. Right, you gonna let me out now? No. Now what?
This looks like an interesting hiding place. The files should fit, and no one ever looks in here.
I did it. It's in there. It's in there. What do you want me to do now? Gonna jump out the window. Oh.
Cool protagonists, decent writing, but I already figure out that the baker was the killer in the second chapter. Am I becoming too good at this, or are the authors too lazy?
There's lots of
The
arrows.
condom I have been carrying here has long turned to dust. Instant condom, just that water.
Okay. I don't know that I really needed to know that I haven't been laid in ages. That didn't seem important to the game. Maybe it is. Right, am I allowed out now? No. Want me to do something else? What else do you want me to do, game? I'm definitely in that sort of I hate puzzle games headspace. I really do dislike puzzle games. So as an actual game experience, it's not doing anything for me whatsoever. As an actual VR experience, it's actually pretty cool. I don't understand why everything else that I've touched, it's got rid of the owls, but these... These are not going away. Right, so that goes there. Right. And I think it's telling me to just hide it in there like that. I'm trying to close that, but it's not closing. So is there something I'm missing? What am I missing? Because this doesn't close properly. And those owls are staying there, and it won't let me out of the... Can I climb out the window? One out
Future life is calling me inside.
Is there something I missed in here? There's nothing I've missed. Oh!
Uh-huh. What do we have here?
Is it maybe suggesting that's a bad hiding space and I should hide it in the bin? Okay, it's still not letting me out. Right, I'm going to try and hide this in the bin. Because that seems like a terrible hiding place because it's not fitting in there. How's about that? No. I'm definitely fast losing patience with this game. Oh! Okay. This is what I mean. Puzzle games don't get on. Okay, so that's gone back there. So there's no other way of hiding it in there. There's no pulling this. Does that even close? Anyway, so that closes fine without the book in there. If I put the book in there and close it, it doesn't close properly, which would suggest you can't hide it. That's the owl for the book.
This looks like an interesting hiding place. The files should fit, and no one ever looks in here.
It's in there. It's literally in there. Oh, the owl keeps appearing and disappearing. It's not going to go that way, is it? It just keeps popping open. Do I have to prop it with something? What about if I rest and book against it? No. That's not working. What about bigger book? Well, that's done it. That's actually closed. Put that there. Although
These bedtime videos are killing me.
well, I can't even make it out of the first room. So I'm not sure this is going well. I'll give it to this game. It definitely looks good. It's kind of a bit jittery. It could be better. Well, I say it could be better optimized. I don't know that it could be better optimized. Maybe this is as optimized as it gets on my kind of hardware. But it's also not terrible. There's like is that like a post-it note with a code on it? Or something? That looks like it's going to be important, doesn't it? There was a thing, contacts, games, navigation, gallery, camera. Can I take a picture? How do I take a picture? Do I do it like this? Okay, it's not working. How do you take a picture? It's a bit of a useless camera. Okay, so that's the music player. That's the camera, which has no image preview. Okay. Notes, contacts. Maybe I should take a note. Can I add a note? How do I add a note? I can't see a way of adding a note. What's that? That's just up and down, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely quickly losing patience with this. It's... Oh, did I take that picture? Okay, so I think I did take a picture, but it's just I can't actually see what I'm taking a picture of, which is bloody useless. How do I know what I'm taking a picture of? Well, I definitely did that. Can I zoom in? I can't actually... Right, let's try that. What a weird thing to do. Like, how do I know where it's taking the picture? Let's have a look at that.
People who think a tomato is a fruit scare me.
What's that even taking a picture of? Okay, that makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Camera. So what am I pointing at? What am I pointing at? Is that it? So let's try and point the actual lenses at that. What's that? That's the flash. Right. Wow. Okay. At least there is a zoom. I think that's a bin. Is that a bin? What? I think that's just going through the pictures I've taken. So I can't actually zoom in on that very well. I don't understand. This is actually really quite bad. This feels like a great game engine, but the actual game itself is kind of abysmal. Like, nothing makes sense. Like, why would you have a camera where you can't actually see what you're taking a picture of? Like, seriously? That makes no sense whatsoever. So, yeah, if I point over there. Oh, I've still got a flash on. Oh, I can't turn the flash off, apparently. There we go. Alright, so that definitely took a picture of what I was sort of pointing at. But when I was pointing down there, it didn't, which makes no sense. So let's try again. Keep using the trigger to try and take a picture.
But it burns. My shaving irritations already have irritations of their own.
So I was holding it about there. So let's try again. Camera. Let's go quite close. No, that's camera. I want gallery. So, okay, so I think it is actually going off the lens. It looks like it is going off the lens. It's just not very intuitive. Let's try that. Oh, it was camera. I keep choosing the camera when I don't mean to. And then that's just taken... a picture of the desk? Delete all these. Yeah, this game is not winning me over at all. Not winning me over at all. I found this with quite a few puzzle games, and this is like...
People who think a tomato is a fruit scare me.
Shush. This feels like the pinnacle of this kind of thing. Okay, well, there we go. I think I got a... That just seems like it's an important thing. This feels like a pinnacle of these kinds of games. That they're a great environment, a really, really neat environment. But there doesn't seem to have been much or any thought has really gone into making it a fun game. I don't know. I think it does come down to just like me and puzzle games just do not get on at all. I just don't think in the way that puzzle game people think. And I don't get any real pleasure from staring at a room thinking, what the hell did someone want me to notice? It's kind of boring. So my character is saying stuff to me, and I'm going to assume that there's some kind of clue helping me along, but I don't know what I'm supposed to take from it, given the fact that, like...
Future life is calling me inside.
You see, she's actually starting to piss me off now, because, like... presumably there's some kind of clue here, but I don't get what it is. But like, I was told that I should hide the thing in there. I hid the thing in there, but the owls are still there, which seems to be the opposite of what's supposed to be happening. I'm supposed to hide stuff. I hid it, right? I do that, and it just floats there for no obvious reason whatsoever. There's a door there that I can't open, but it doesn't tell me why I can't open it. I'm supposed to hide this in here, as far as I can tell. And there doesn't seem to be any other way of hiding, but when I close that, it won't close properly. And, you know, if I wedge it closed, it's not even working now. It's not even making any difference. The owls are staying there. So, I don't know. It's not great. It's not great. Not to mention the fact that it crashed on me in a weird way once already.
I'm not expecting to find anything here, but I had an irresistible urge to check inside.
It's not working. It's not burning. Can't take the backpack. There's that computer there, but I'm guessing I'm supposed to just take a record of those numbers. There's numbers on a post-it note. That seems important. Yeah. I've opened the window like she told me to. There's a bunch of stuff here, but she keeps talking about tomatoes, but I'm not seeing why I care about a tomato. There was some stuff here that when I touched it, or when I got near it, there was owls, but nothing's doing anything anymore. I can pick up a couple of the books, but that's it. Also, what's interesting as well is, like...
Future life is calling me inside.
She is literally annoying me now. She's really getting on my nerves. I feel like I should be you know, building a connection to the main character, who is presumably me, but all I'm doing is feeling great dislike for her. There's nothing in here, nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. So like there's all this stuff I can open and there's nothing inside. So it makes no sense. Like why go to the trouble of having all this stuff be interactive if nothing happens when you interact with it? Nothing in there. I hadn't even noticed that you could... Oh, and now I'm stuck. So now I can't actually move. I have to teleport. Apparently I was stuck inside that drawer. Okay, nothing inside there. Don't need you. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I was hoping I could stand on top of that. No. I was going to try and use it to escape. Bye-bye. What was really weird was that was making loads of collision noises, but they were behind me. Well, I feel like I've...
Future life is calling me inside.
Oh, she's going to really, really, really annoy me soon. So, oh, there's supposed to be what, like 3 hours of gameplay or something, and I feel like... How do I get rid of that? There we go. I feel like I'm going to be stuck in this room for 3 hours. Why can't I just like leave? Let me out. Let me out. No, it won't let me out. So she made this big deal out of I'm supposed to hide stuff before I go anywhere else, right? Do I need to hide the computer? There we go. No one's going to find the computer anymore. And flush the mouse down the toilet. I'll make it all safe, right? But there's no water. No water. Okay, I gotta give it...
How about getting a tattoo?
Yeah, okay. Why would you say that? How about getting a tattoo? Is that supposed to be some kind of clue? I think I'm done here. I think I'm done. This is just utterly boring. It's such a great environment. I'm really impressed by the environment, but it's just not, as a game, it's just not talking to me. It's just not making any sense whatsoever. And I am actually seriously considering the idea that this may be a refund. It wasn't very expensive, but I'm actually kind of appalled at just how unfun it is. I don't know. I think maybe I'm being unfair. That, like, you know, I said at the start, puzzle games and me just don't get on. But this is probably the least fun puzzle game I've ever tried playing, at least with some other puzzle games. I've persisted and got somewhere, but there doesn't seem to be any obvious clue as to what I'm doing, and she is just massively annoying me. And there's nothing about this game is telling me what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like it's this. I feel like it's this is bugging out or something. Like I'm supposed to hide.
This
thing.
looks like an interesting hiding place. The files should fit, and no one ever looks in here.
So this is the file, right? This is the file. So I'm putting the file in there, and I'm closing it, and it doesn't close, and the owls stay. Oh, really?
I'd rather laugh at this later than make someone's job easier.
Oh my god, that is so annoying. What's really, I'm going to have to watch this back now, but I'm sure I tried grabbing it, and oh gosh, you can't grab with you can only grab with your right hand. Oh, no, it's not letting me, I'm sure I tried grabbing it before. And now I'm allowed out. Oh, what?
Focus, Annie. This is your last chance. You need to be like a pit bull, like a ranger bull, like a Tommy Joe, like Jodie Foster in The Silence of the Lambs.
Also, I don't actually know what's going on. Like, I don't know why I'm here, what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I may finish this session up very soon, just because I think the start of this game has actually rubbed me up the wrong way, and I think I need to come back and play it a bit more later. Concentrating on how it looks. I feel the photorealistic thing and, you know, the UE5 thing is probably a bit oversold. I will admit that, what have I got in this machine? A 3060.
I still feel like a little girl here. Images appear in my head, but I don't know if they are memories or illusions.
It's, you know, my machine isn't the greatest of machines, but it's also not terrible either. So maybe that has enough. What, you see what happened there? I was stood here, and then suddenly it bounced me back. I recognise that maybe my machine isn't. Do I hear voices? I recognise my machine. There's definitely a voice coming from that
I could
room.
use a year's paid vacation. I would take a break, catch up with the arrears.
So yeah. Oh no, it's now coming from that way. That's weird.
No, just what are we going to do about it? Honestly, I don't really feel.
None of these are opening. I don't know that I can trust which hand I'm using or anything like that. So yeah, what was I trying to say? I was trying to say that, you know, it could be that my machine isn't showing it off at its best, but it's this weird mix of some stuff, like as I look out there, the moss and or lichen or whatever it is, I think it's moss, isn't it, on the stones and all that kind of stuff looks really good, and yet that wall looks a little bit cartoony, and so like the wood grain here kind of looks a bit cartoony. It's like this weird thing of, it is supposed to be sort of realistic and yet at the same time it looks less impressive than some other games that I've played.
I'm Super Anya, unbeatable.
Right, all these doors are closed and locked. I can't open any of them. There's like an owl there with glowing eyes, but like there's no stakes here. There's no, the game hasn't.
Okay, stop blabbing. It was now
Oh.
or never.
Oh, it's a pull door. Seriously? Okay.
Hello.
Ah, You're still here?
Is that how you talk to every guest?
No, just to the special ones. How can I help you this time, miss?
Stop calling me miss, you know my name.
What do you expect from me, Annie?
The truth.
Oh, okay. You want the truth. I've seen dozens like you. Hundreds even. And your grandfather must have seen thousands like you. You all look the same. The same crazy look, the same tightly clenched jaw. All you're missing are some crumpled sheets of paper in hand with some nonsense printed from the internet.
I'm not like the others.
I know. That's why it's even more painful to see you do this to yourself.
Then help me end it. Tell me what happened to him.
I told you many times.
I don't believe you.
Honey, I understand that you must have loved him very much. But also, have to understand, how many other grandchildren did he have? 8? I'm sure he loved you all, his whole family, but he also had a life of his own. He had been a widower for many years. He worked his ass off every day. He deserved to do something selfish, sure. If he had known how he'd take it, he wouldn't have left without saying anything.
He didn't leave.
What did he do then?
He ran away.
Yeah, from who? From you?
I don't know, from somebody, from them.
Them? Who do you mean?
You know very well who they are.
I beg you.
I understand how this may sound, but if only you'd let me check, try to find something. I don't know, maybe he...
No, Annie, I won't have anything to do with this. I won't feed your paranoia.
Please, I already...
I don't have time for this right now. Here, these are the keys to my work car. It's your last day here. Forget about all this craziness. Go to the lake. It's really beautiful here. You just have to open your eyes. And I have to go. I have something to do. Maybe this will sound rough, but I hope you won't be here when I get back. Leave the keys on the counter. Goodbye, Annie. Happy birthday, Annie.
How do you know it's my birthday?
I guessed.
No, you didn't. Some items Anya is able to take with her by putting them in her backpack. To hide an item in your backpack, grab it and drop it behind you. If holding the item behind you, the check mark icon is displayed, that means it can hide it. Do I have to close that first? Put it in a backpack. Can I get it back? How do I get it back? How do I get it? My inventory. Aha! Oh, did I pick the note up? Oh, apparently I picked the note up. Anyway. So all that effort I went to try and get a picture of that note, I just picked it up anyway.
The annoying old Grant lives in my grandfather's old apartment. Let's see what he's hiding in there.
So I'm just breaking and entering, am I? Wow. God, that radio looks like similar to a radio my parents had when I was small. Okay. No one will know that I've been here.
I don't believe it. The old man left the key in the door. If the universe itself is telling me to break in, who am I to say no? They will be done.
Can't take the key.
Let's see where else you can't afford to go on holiday.
I started it, but I can't stop it. That doesn't look very to scale. Okay, that door doesn't move. Ooh, wow. This place
Oh
is...
my, and I thought my room smelled bad. It smells like a battle between moldy incense and pickled underpants. Yuck.
Nice. Oh, I was hoping I could get out on the roof. This is a really nice place. What's this? Is this what I think it is? Oh. Oh.
Got you. I knew something had to be hidden here. The safe is so old it must have belonged to my grandfather. But what's the combination? Is it possible it was Grandpa who said this?
Hang on a second. No, I didn't want that. I wanted that. One 160698. Is that it? Is that what I'm supposed to be? 160698.
Okay, what do we have here?
One. Oh, no, that reset it. One. How do I? 6 0 6 9. This has got to be it, right? 8. Ah! 160698.
My birthday. Oh, geezer. Beyond the grave, you're still making me feel loved.
Did that go in my... No, that didn't go in my backpack.
Yes, I knew it. I fucking knew it. There's something wrong with all of you, not me. I knew that Grandpa must have left something for me. He wouldn't leave me just like that. Now I can... Shit, he's back. I won't make it out in time. Quick, Annie, hide somewhere.
Can I go out there? Hide in the wardrobe?
Don't look in here. Don't look in here. Don't look in here. Damn it, I'm trapped. How do I get out? Wait a minute. Do I feel trapped? In a wardrobe? Could it be? Yes, a secret passage.
Okay. Ah, okay. Oh, this isn't creepy at all. This is not creepy at all.
Now I remember. My Narnia. Grandpa rearranged the attic into a playroom for me and hid the entrance in the wardrobe. It felt so magical. It's possible that the owner doesn't even know this place exists. Damn, I felt so nostalgic for a moment. There's no time for this though. Emma!
But hasn't he ever noticed the light coming from behind his wardrobe? Or has he never wondered about the electricity bill? Right, I think if it's going to let me, I'm going to save here. Because I'm still slightly annoyed at this game. And I think I can't figure out how to save. How do you save? Oh, for goodness sake. Hang on. Do I have to do it like... No. Current games.
Damn, I'm hanging like a dog in heat around this attic. I better check this map I get from the safe.
So hang on. Oh, that's an auto-save. How do I actually do an actual save? Trying to actually do this in the attic is probably not a great idea. Main menu. Settings, game settings, audio settings, aim game. subtitle settings, body settings, save load game, but there's no actual way of saving the game. This isn't great. This is not great. Oh, that's a door. Okay. How has no one ever noticed that?
Okay, what do we have here?
How has no one ever noticed that? That's all the stuff I threw out. So yeah, it's definitely struggling out here. The game, certainly in my Quest 2 headset, is definitely struggling out here.
But it burns. My shaving irritations already have irritations of their own.
Why does she keep going on about shaving? Okay, we're not allowed outside there. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. I don't know if I can save the game. It seems like the save game thing doesn't actually save the game, or it's not obvious to me when and how you can save the game. So that's a really weird UI choice. Save load game. So I click on that and save 0 on 20. What does that even mean? There's no option for saving. If I click on that, that will open, presumably. Oh. Oh, so that... Wow, okay. So this seems to be how long I've been playing. So this is me right now. Is that right? Oh yeah, it's fine. So that's showing me the current, how long I've been playing, date and time. And if I click on that, that saves it. Okay. So there's an auto save. So hang on, 1430. So that saves later than that one, but that one's lower down. So if I delete that, I can save. Okay. This is. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing that thing. There are definitely some games. I try in VR, and the environment and all that kind of stuff seems neat and everything, but the way the game plays and everything just leaves me a bit blah. And this is definitely one of them. There's an open area, like there's an actual gap in the fence, but it won't let me explore. What's interesting
is calling me inside.
Sing that one more time. Wasn't it she singing outside before? I don't know. What's the clue? What's there just to annoy you? It's interesting how all of this is just bland and blur, and there's just nothing out there. It seems like all the effort's been put into this little bit here. I really want to like this because it really feels like an awful lot of effort has been put into this. It feels like that. And yet, the game's just not calling to me. It's not talking to me. It's not, well, it's talking to me a bit too much actually. But yeah, it's just not gelling with me at all. I think I will carry on at some point in the near future. My kind of annoyance at it to the point that I was actually seriously considering I may actually refund this. That sort of retreated a bit, but I'm not convinced by this. As an advert, as an experience for what's going to turn into a full game, I feel like I paid £7 to convince myself that whatever the full game is, I've got no interest in playing it whatsoever. It just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for me at all. Would I recommend this? If you got a decent VR setup, especially if it's a wee bit better than mine, so you may get the full effect out of this. Because as long as you're not moving, it actually all looks quite nice. It definitely looks quite nice, at least from a distance. Like, that kind of thing doesn't really hold up well to being looked at too close up. It's nice in terms of an environment to walk around. As an actual game, it's leaving me kind of bored, kind of frustrated.
I wonder if my Pegasus is still in the house somewhere. I hope my mother didn't throw him out.
Oh, do you know, I got to the point where I don't care. I hope she did. I don't care. I'm going to leave it here, because this is definitely one of those sessions, one of those videos that I've made where I just feel like I'm wandering around aimlessly and endlessly moaning, because it's just disappointing. I'm just properly disappointed with this. Yeah, when I think a little earlier today I was playing Downhill VR, for example, which is one of my favourites at the moment. It's got a pretty cool environment as well, kind of reminiscent of this actually, and yet, damn, it's so much fun. There's stuff to do and you feel engaged, and yeah, whereas this, again, I don't like puzzle games. Puzzle games generally piss me off, and this one is pissing me off, and I'm trying to be as kind as possible and recognise that I just find puzzle games utterly boring at the best of times. I'm trying to keep that in mind, but the thing is I don't feel it has much else going for it. And there's some weird stuff, like I could throw that, like there was no weight to it whatsoever, and the further it went, like it was still making noise, but the noise was just behind my head. Like, why? It seems like a strange thing to obsess about, but I kind of feel like if one of the big selling points of this game is that it's an amazing experience, an amazing VR experience, it could be a bit better. Would I recommend this? Do you know, honestly, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't, unless you have £7 or £10, presumably at full price, burning a hole in your pocket, and you absolutely love puzzle games, and you desperately want to play a puzzle game that makes a bit of a big deal out of the fact that it's built in UE5. And I'm not really feeling the benefit of that, really. Then yeah, get it, but quite frankly, I'd spend my money on something else, maybe. With many games, there's definitely been games before that
Okay,
I've paid.
what do we have here?
Shush. There's definitely games where I paid like £7 or £8. I've come in, I've played them once and gone, it's not for me, but I kind of like it, and I don't begrudge having paid for it, because I could spend £7 on a coffee and a muffin or something like that while in town. I'm not even feeling that with this. I'm like, do you know what? I kind of wish I'd had the coffee and the muffin. But okay, I'm not going to refund it. I'm going to come in and I'm going to see I'm at the very least going to see what happens when I approach the car, and see if the car actually lets me, if it lets me drive the car or whatever. I'm going to stop waffling on now, because I think I've spent most of this session actually just moaning about how much I hate puzzle games and how much I'm not enjoying this puzzle game. also, it's actually starting to give me a ever so mild headache as well. And I find that with these games that try and really ramp up the quality such that they feel ever so slightly laggy. And in potato mode, this actually doesn't look great. Let's try that once more. What was it? That. Let's see if it can do it without screwing my hand. Potato mode. Put that away. Okay, my hand stayed with me. Yeah, do you know what? The potato mode doesn't look that much better.
What do we have here?
In terms of the actual lag in my headset. I don't want to teleport. It's actually not that much better as I move around, at least. No, I didn't want game settings. I wanted graphic settings. Let's go back to normal. Okay, I kept my hand. No, I haven't kept my hands. There we go. Yeah, I kept my hands. Yeah, so that was a weird crash before. I need to remember to edit that bit out as I restarted everything. One or two of the reviews that I did read, at least one of them, I'm not even like, I'm literally going to say, you know, like it's spoken about how it was basically a walking simulator. It's not even that, because like that's as far as it's letting me walk. I want to go for a walk up that hill. I want to, you know, go explore what's over the next rise. It's not even letting me do that. So if this was like a VR, what was it called? Everyone's Gone to the Rapture, or you know, Death Stranding without the BTs or something like that, I'd be there for it. I'd be totally up for it. But it's not even that. Anyway, I suppose we're going to be using that at some point. I don't know if I'm still supposed to do something in the house or something like that, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I will come back in and see where it takes me next. I feel like if there is like 3 hours or so of gameplay, I paid my £7. I've convinced myself that I'm actually not going to refund it, even though everything is telling me that I kind of should. I'm going to stick with it. Someone's put some effort into this. Someone's got a vision. They're building a game that isn't my kind of game. I'm never going to buy the full-blown version, but yeah, I'm going to walk around. So anyway, I will be back into this at some point in the near future. But for now...
How about getting a tattoo?
How about you shut that up? From this first and pretty disappointed dip into the Riese project. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.